Okay, the bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're first to 3. And after... Using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Offense out now to get us started. It's first and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Straight to the air they go. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's set out. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Finds Adams downfield. He's not going to get any further after that catch. Tackle made at the 29-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And the Rams have the first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. And send him over right. We give here to the motion man. And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
It's now second and 6.
Nakua, the receiver, in motion right. The play clock reaches 5 seconds, and we're going to get a timeout here. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. 2nd and 6 coming up here. He's got it again. And this one doesn't go far.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's a nickel look by the Seahawks. 3rd down. They're going play action. He finds Adams, complete. Touchdown, L.A. The Rams take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. Kicking team on to try the PAT. He connects on the point after. And the Rams take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. Here's Evans set to kick this away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed jukes away from one. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Here we go. Here we go.
Go play action here. It's Milrow. It's a turnover on his first pass of the season. Picked off by Jalen Watson. And he's making the house call. Pick 6 for Los Angeles. So now it's 13-zip, Brock, and they've got to be even happier knowing that multiple phases of their game contributing to this lead early on.
I'm going to guess the defense probably not going to keep up with the offensive scoring touchdown for touchdown, but you can't script a better start.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams drive out to an early 14-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Shaheed now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Shaheed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First down throw here from Milrow. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete.
That's a throw at this level with so much speed and length. You got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10.
70 Lions. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
Shotgun now for Milrow. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
I can promise you that is a throw. It's a quarterback when it leaves your hands. You do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB can cut off and take the other way.
Milrow throwing on 3rd down. And the incompletions continuing to stack up here, Brock. 3 straight plays as a defender knocks it away. Now it's 4th down. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. Starts his return from the 23. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. So They'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. The first carry now for Kyron Williams. And somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before going down. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Will one defender fail? Well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, back to throw. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the 1st down.
Give to Williams from the gun. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Motioning him from the slot right. 3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Williams now on 1st and 10. He's still going at the 30. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. Our score, 14-0. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Rams in a real good spot to score. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They'll go play action. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
It's 3rd down.
Offense up to the line fast. They need some extra time to think over 3rd and long. We've got a timeout. They're down to their final 1 in this half. The Seahawks opting for a 5th DB nickel set for this 3rd down play. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's got it near the 8. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it 4th and short. Now the Rams trying for the field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they come away with some points on that series.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Here's Williams to start the drive. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Unlock line, unlock line. Ready, ready?
Another run for Williams. He sure was fighting, Brock, but in the end, just too many defenders. They take him down behind the line. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Just kind of one of those moments sitting up here in the booth where you're like, man, if they're going to find a way to get the first points, somebody has got to step up. Just to not been able to find even that first completion yet. So whether it's running the ball, playing even better defense, you've got to pick the QB up somehow, some way.
And a big hit on the return to stop him cold.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Airing it out to start this drive. That one's incomplete over the middle. Puka Nacua the target on that throw. And it's going to be 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
He'll work against the blitz. Down the field, he's got Pierce. He's quickly taken down with a gain across midfield. They're now to the opposing 47. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
First down, Rams.
Setting up to throw. Connects on the crosser. And he stopped almost immediately after that catch. He's down at the 30. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. More from Lumen Fields coming right up. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Look at that power, deep left side. He's got it! Looks like the feet are in bounds, too! Oh, I don't believe it! Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping the tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10.
Street, Cougar 19, 79 Broncos. Buffalo 18.
Off the play fake, Milrow. It's caught by Elijah Arroyo. And he's out of bounds. A beautiful play to get that first down, but this could be coming back. We got to check this flag.
Range. Come on. Set. 60.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Cougar 19.
Brings up second down at the 40-yard line.
Ready.
They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Dose of the hurry up here.
A gain of 6. And the Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Mustang 19. Ready.
Here's Milrow. First and 10. That's a catch. Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yep, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now first and 20.
Hey. 18 Cardinal, 8, Cub 19, Cub 19, 19 Lion.
Throwing off the play fake. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Cooper caught the intended receiver, and that makes it second and long.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds. A beautiful play to get that first down, but this could be coming back. We got to check this flag. I'll take second down behind the sticks now after that holding call.
Here we go. Check, smash, check. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Panther 11, Panther 11. Warrior 70. Go.
Milrow from the gun. And he sure came as well to make that play, but it hits the deck. It's going to be third down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Cougar 19.
Throwing now off the play action. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. But it looks like someone from the Seahawks got on top of it, and they'll get it back. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
At their own 37-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. First and 10.
19 Lion. 70 Timberwolf. Trap 60. Trap 60. Buffalo 18.
Now throw to start the drive. That's caught by Williams. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Rams have the first down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Pierce motioning right. To throw here on first down. That's complete. Naku on the left side. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Looking on first down. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up second down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They are throwing it again. And it's caught in the end zone for the LA touchdown. The Rams get more points to end a lopsided first half. That one right down the middle. And the Rams continue piling on to this lead.
Seahawks, nothing.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
At their own 20-yard line.
They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
Ready? Ready?
He'll throw it. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it'll be second down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
On the jump.
One last play before the break.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Looking to throw. Quick slant, caught by Shaheed. And we'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. Now it's Milrow. Throw left side, caught by Shaheed. Along the perimeter he goes, crossing the 45. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
41-yard line.
Come on, come on. Set.
First down throw here from Milrow. Short pass brought in. He has room past the 25. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Give him 24 on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Panther 11. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Go.
From the red zone on first. Throwing the out route complete. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Go play action. action here. It's Milrow. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Trap 60, trap 60. Ready, right?
3rd and short, it's Milrow. Oh, defender there to knock it away, and he's able to do just that. 4th down coming up.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this.
Riggs. 70, Buffalo, 18. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Trying for it with Milrow. Milrow is caught by the back. That's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. Myers gets the point after the go. And the Seahawks get it back to a full 3 possessions now, 24 points. Now is Dixon to kick this one away. Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sideline's their best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. Sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend when that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Up the gut they go with Williams. He has this down to the 34. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Right back to Williams on 1st down. He's got about 9 on that run, partner. Down inside the 30.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 9, so now they need 1 more here on 2nd down. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Gets this one to play Cora. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Go, check, go, check. Cougar 19. Let's go.
Now a toss play for Corum. Nice little run there, gets him 5. 2nd down upcoming.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Pierce motioning right. Throwing it on second down. This one's caught. Oh, he might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he's got going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Goal to go. They're passing. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Rams football, and they don't got to do much. They've already earned a massive lead. So after the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and goal. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Nearly an interception on that play, and that brings up 4th and goal.
It's now 4th down.
All right, here we go. They nearly gave it away on the pick, but the offense still out there. They're looking for 6. They're going to try to throw for it. Well, caught by his running back. And they stop him. No touchdown, no 1st down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
Result of the play.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Trap 6, back all 80. Ready.
Milrow with it on 1st. He put everything he had into this one. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Ready, break.
Incomplete.
79 Broncos.
Coverage defensively by Trent McDuffie.
Tag.
To the air, Milrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Elijah Arroyo, the target on that throw. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
3 straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on 4th.
Let's go. 19 Tigers.
Desperation time here. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Let's go.
They'll run here following the penalty. Space past the 35. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. On 1st down, this is Charbonnet. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. Working quickly here. From the gun, Milrow. He's going deep. This is caught inside the 15. All the way, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks putting up points, and the game decided. Jackson Smith and Jigba with a touchdown.
60 Bobcat. Ready?
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he makes the catch, so hope not entirely extinguished just yet. Still a little glimmer remaining as that makes it a two-score game here late.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Rams have the 1st down.
First down. It's a game of 10.
They're going play action. And this one is launched downfield. Brought in inside the 20. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams make it a 3-score game in the 4th. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
Pistol now for Milrow. And that's incomplete, but I do see some laundry on the field. Let's see what this flag is all about. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag.
Okay, break. Deputy. Vikings, Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready,
Milrow now to throw. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line.
28 yards. And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
To the left, he's got a roll. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
At the 30-yard line.
Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. That's caught. Here's Zach Charbonnet. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line.
Let's go.
Offense in the hurry up here.
12 more yards.
Bronco 80.
Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Check, street. 19 Lions.
Working inside the red zone. He has him on the quick hitter. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
10 yards.
Mustang 19.
It's 2nd and inches at the 8-yard line.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
And they fought their way through to stop him behind the line. It's going to be 4th now and less than a yard.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Now, can't blame them looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down.
Cowboy 80.
They'll throw for it. That's caught. Here's Arroyo. He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, partner, but it is still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a 1st and goal.
That's another Seahawks 1st down.
Now it's Milrow. It's a screen pass. Charbonnet. He takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks making the scoreboard look a touch better. Zach Charbonnet with the touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
And he makes the catch, so hope not entirely extinguished just yet. Still a little glimmer remaining, as that makes it a 2-score game here late.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
I think the Seahawks got that one back. Yes, they did! Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Let's go.
Straight ahead with Williams. The drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
They're going to pass it here. Big strike here to Williams. To the house, touchdown LA! The Rams so likely locked up the win right there. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on the football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
Shotgun now for Milrow. Downfield, that finds Shaheed. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line.
A gain of 26
Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
Ready. Street. Cougar 19. Steady.
1st down throw here from Milrow. We've got a screen to the running back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. Throwing the out route complete. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, But these outcuts, it is so imperative. And the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Complete beyond the marker. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. First and 10 from the 32.
Here we go, here we go.
At the 32-yard line.
Will Rowe from the gun. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Cowboy 80. 79 Broncos. Ready.
From the red zone now. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Watson.
You knew before this drive started the field goal was not going to be good enough, but that meant the coverage also knew how to play it, how to concentrate, how to focus, and those defenders, well, they influenced that throw, and even more so, took it away.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So at the 20, here's second and 10. Short pass brought in. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Working now from the gun. Taken in by Pierce. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
First down.
Hits him on the out route. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down into the red zone. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Cut near the goal line. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
So it's the Rams who take this one on the road. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season.